Welcome back to the English class. In the last class, we learnt scene 1 and scene 2 of the screenplay My Sister's Shoes. Do you remember the main events in those scenes? Let's recollect them. In scene 1, we see Ali at the cobbler's shop to repair his sister's shoes. After repairing the shoes, he enters a bakery. Inside the bakery, Ali picks the naan dropped by the cook and stacks them on a cloth, then ties up the cloth into a bundle. Let's watch scene 3. Scene 3 takes place at the footpath outside the bakery. We can see a group of men are waiting outside the bakery to buy naan. Ali comes out of the bakery with the parcel of naan in his right hand and the parcel of shoes in his left hand. Now Ali enters into a vegetable store and places the bundle of naan on top of a pile of boxes of vegetables stacked in front of the shop and bag of shoes in the small gap between two boxes. He asks for potatoes to Akbar the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper gives Ali a small black bag to put potatoes in. Ali starts picking the large wholesome potatoes in a box at the top of the heap. Seeing this, Akbar wants him to pick smaller potatoes from the box on the floor. Meanwhile, a junk collector pushing a handcart appears in front of the shop. He picks up bundles of used polythene bags lying scattered on the floor and throws them into the cart. He sees Ali's parcel of shoes. Taking it for junk, he picks it up and put it in the cart. Then he leaves. This incident brings a twist in the story. After collecting potatoes, Ali hands it to Akbar for weighing. Akbar holds the bag in his hand to feel the weight for a moment and hands it back to Ali. He asked 65 tomans as the cost of potatoes. The shopkeeper warns him that their account has reached its limit. Ali comes out of the shop and searches for the shoes, but he couldn't get them. Unable to find it, Ali puts his hand and then his head in the gap between the boxes of vegetables, which upsets them all. The vegetable boxes tumble and vegetables scattered on the ground. Seeing this, Akbar, the shopkeeper, gets angry and shouts at Ali. Ali runs away scared. Next is the last scene, scene 4, Ali's house. Ali and his sister Sarah are reading their textbooks. Sarah is writing in a notebook, mumbling the words as she writes. Ali, how am I going to school without shoes tomorrow? At the same time, their parents' conversation is heard on the soundtrack. Mother wants the father to go to his company store the next day because they don't have any formula left. Sarah passes her notebook to Ali. Again, the conversation between father and mother is heard on the soundtrack. Now, there is a middle distance shot of mother is seen lying on a bed, leaning back against two propped up pillows. Father is sitting on a chair beyond the bed near the wall, chopping wooden flints with a hammer on a block. Ali reads the book Sarah has passed on to him. As the conversation between father and mother progresses, children are seen passing the notebook each other. They don't want to inform the loss of shoes to their parents. So they write everything in a notebook. They know about the poor condition of their family well. Ali tells Sarah to wear his sneakers. Sarah agrees, I will wear them when you are back from school. During the passing of the notebook back and forth, only the notebook is in close up and hands are visible on the frame. This scene ends with the close up of pencil lying on the notebook. Hope all of you have understood the events take place in scene 3 and scene 4. Look at the questions here. These questions help you to understand the scenes well. Where does the scene 3 take place? Yes, the scene 3 takes place at the footpath outside the bakery and in a vegetable store. What can one see when the scene 3 begins? A small group of men waiting in a queue outside the bakery to buy naan. What does Ali have in his hand? Ali has a parcel of shoes in his left hand and the parcel of naan in his right hand. Do you remember where did he place the parcel of naan and the parcel of shoes? Yes, he placed the bundle of naan on top of a pile of boxes of vegetables stacked in front of the shop and bag of shoes in the small gap between two boxes. Okay. Next question. What does Ali ask for? Ali asks for potatoes to the shopkeeper. Do you remember the name of the shopkeeper? Yes, Akbar. Can you tell me what did Akbar tell Ali when he began to take big potatoes? When he began to take the big potatoes, Akbar wanted him to pick smaller potatoes from the box on the floor. Okay. Who enters the scene pushing a handcart? The junk collector. What happens while Ali is collecting potatoes? The junk collector collects the parcel of shoes Ali has kept in between the gap of the boxes. Now, where does scene 4 takes place? Ali's house. Who is Sarah? Yes, Ali's sister. What impression do you get about the financial status of Ali's family? Ali's family is financially poor and they know about the condition of their family, so they hide the news from their parents. This story throws light on the pathetic conditions of certain section of the Iranian society. It is a story of innocence, compassion and the goodness that exists in the human society. So dear children, read the lesson very well. I have sent the notes also, so write down the notes. A very important question is the review. So don't forget to learn the review of the lesson My Sister's Shoes. Okay, see you in the next class. Thank you.